Alright, this one too. Got one.
Hey yo, what is up guys, it's your boy JpBeast back at it again, another fresh tutorial. And in today's video I'm going to show you how to make this sniper effect. So for the sniper effect you're only going to need three things, which is your clip, your the sniper VFX, and the song. This sniper VFX will be in the description below with a sound effect. It's like the Mandalorian sound effect if you guys like that. But without further ado, let's get into it. So first I'm going to drag in my clip and then find where the beat hits. Alright, the beat hits right here. Alright, so after you find where the beat hits, all you're going to do is drag in your clip. So I'm going to shorten it up from here. So I headshot sniped the guy right there, so I'm going to use the end bracket and shorten it up like that. Okay, so right before the scope like comes out, like you see how you zoom out of the scope right there? You're gonna get the last frame. So once you get the last frame, all you do is split it, so cut it like that, and don't move your timeline thing, just take a snapshot, which if you go to the bottom right and hit that button, you'll get your snapshot. So then you want to put it in between like so and drag it so when you hit the sniper shot it's at the end. So the first it's before you hit the shot, then the image, and then when you shoot. So I'm going to detach the audio for both of these like that, and then I'm going to change this to slow 0.5, and I want it to be a little slower right here, so I'm going to change it to, I'm going to clip it, I'm going to change it to slow 0.25, and then I'm going to put the audio back where it was. Alright, so basically what I'm going to do now is I'm going to find where, if you look at the audio track right here, let me zoom in. If you look at the audio track, you can see the sniper, like you hear the sound effect right here. So that's where I want to line up the headshot. Okay, so once you got everything set up like this, we're going to do the scope effect itself. So now I'm going to do the masking. So if you go into your effects, search up image mask, drag it onto the clip itself, double click it, go to video effects. Alright, so once you're down here, you want the circle, which is this one, and then you want to change the width to match it. So I think 82, yeah, 82 and 100, and you got this nice little scope effect. So now that it's masked, I'm gonna get one of my backgrounds. I'll also have this linked in the description below, but it's like a space background. It looks pretty sick, and you can use anything that you want, but you want to drag this up like so, and you want to put this on top, and then I'm gonna clip it to right here and then put it on the bottom. Alright, now you got this effect, but the only thing you need is the crosshair and for it to zoom in and out. So the way that I like to do it is if you play the clip, it like does this little animation where it shows up. So I'm gonna clip it right before, so it gets fully animated right there, and then I'm gonna drag it over here, and you're gonna put both of these on screen compositions. So if you double click on it, go under compositing and put it on screen, it'll look like this. And then so we're gonna make it zoom in and out. So to do that, we're gonna use your custom animation. So first I'm gonna start over here, and first I'm gonna scale it so the edges, this one doesn't really matter that much. Okay, that looks pretty good. And I'm probably gonna stretch it left and right because there's a little bit of glow that's like not showing up. Okay, so now we're gonna make it so it zooms out all the way and twist, and then zooms back in and twist the other way. You'll get what I mean when I do it. So I'm gonna add an animation right here at the very beginning, and then I'm gonna find a good point like 3/4 of the way in, change the scale down to about, we can try 25. You can tweak these settings, and then you're gonna go to your rotate, and you're gonna change that also. I'm probably gonna do like 30 degrees maybe. Yeah, 30 degrees looks pretty good. Okay, and then you're gonna go back this way, and then you can change this to 300, and then you can change this to -30. You want to clip this so it's the same length, and then click on one of those animation points, the keyframes, and just copy whatever you have here. So if I have 100 and nothing, so I'm just gonna add one. So right there, add one. Click on this one. I got 25 and 30, so I'm gonna go right here, 25 and 30, and then I'm gonna go over here, and I'm gonna put this. This is at 300 and -30, so I'm gonna do 300 and -30. Okay, so now we got this effect, and I think it looks really slow. Like, it is way too slow. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to highlight all, and I highlight this one. First of all, I'm gonna move this back until I found how fast I want it. So I'm gonna match these lines up like so. Okay, and now I'm gonna take a look. Alright, and now I'm gonna clip it to the end of that keyframe. Now take a look at it. Alright, that looks pretty nice, but we can add some effects so it looks better. Alright, one of the effects I like to change is I like to put on feather, because I think the border being that like precise looks kind of weird. If you like the way that this looks, you can mask the opposite, so this is galaxy, but I don't know if it doesn't look that bad. It looks pretty clean actually. If you like that, you can do that, but I think I'm gonna stick with this, but I just want the feather so like it blends in nicely. And then you can also change it so the crosshair does a bunch of 360s. So like right here, I'm gonna change the rotate to like 270, and it's just gonna do a bunch of rotates. And you can also change this one to being something random as well, so like maybe 300. And you can see like it does a bunch of circles, which looks pretty clean. And yeah, so I'm gonna find my shockwave effect. I'll also have this one linked as well. Let's see how this one. That sounds pretty good. I'm gonna turn that up. So now you can also get a sound effect that I like. I also have this. It's a Mandalorian sniper, and I just got this in a game. I just did a headshot snipe with it, and it actually sounds pretty cool. So I'm gonna go down here and find where I hit it. So it shoots right about there. I'm gonna clip that right there, and then I'm gonna match it up with the beat drop, which is right there. Sounds pretty cool. I'm gonna lower that down a little bit. Okay. Okay, now that you got that effect, we're gonna make the transitions. Not make them, we're just gonna add them, because Filmora has so many of them. So the ones that I like to use is zoom in and zoom out, warp in and warp out. So you're gonna warp into the shot, like so, and you're gonna warp out of the shot. This really blends in all of them, makes it look less choppy. And it makes it look nice. And I'm just gonna put a little bit of glow on it. So I'm gonna put glow right here. I'm gonna make it fade out like right there. So here's my glow. I'm gonna add it to all three. And then I'm gonna add, I can add a chromatic aberration, but I'm not gonna put it on top. I'm just gonna keep it right there. Cut that out, and I'm gonna tone down the glow because it is really bright. Turn it down to 175, and now I'm gonna add in a transition right here so it fades out. Also going to get a gradient. So you could use these sample colors, but I don't think they look so good as a gradient. So all you do is you just go on Google and search up gradients, and you'll find a pretty cool one. So I think I'm gonna go with this one looks sick. Just gonna put it right there, and basically you just use animation again. So you want this to be at 100, and then if it's not lined up, you can just turn up the scale a little bit. So 105, and it'll just like go out to the borders, so like you don't have any borders sticking out. And then you want this at the beginning. You want right here, you want it to fade out. So when the glow goes out, you want this to go out as well. So I'm gonna add one right here. I'm gonna make this I want 50% right here, and then I want it 0 right there. And you can clip it right here if you want and delete the end. So you can keep it like that if you like it like that, but I like it to be an overlay or a screen or a soft light too. Any of those work. So overlays look like that. And I'm probably going to turn down the chromatic aberration as well, because it is really high. And I'm just going to delete the 50 in the middle, because I think it'll be more smoother if I just go from 0 to 100. Okay. And the last thing that I like to add is a bit of mild. And if you don't like overlay, you could also get soft light, or you could get screen, which looks actually really sick. But I think for this one I'm going to stick with overlay. I think it looks the best. And then all you want to add is just a bit of mild, like so. I'm just going to make it end a little bit after, because I do like the way mild looks. Okay, then basically when you're here, all you want to do is turn off RGB separate, and you should be good to go. And that looks pretty clean. And if you want to turn down your chromatic aberration, you should probably do that as well, because a lot of people don't like it to be really heavy. Alright, also I'm just going to add in the sword slash effect. I think it looks pretty sick. And I basically want to time it so when you go into that one overlay mode with the space in the background, you want the sword to come out. And then I'm going to make it so it fades out. So then we'll end with this sick beat. The one last thing that you can do is you can change the color of the crosshairs. So I know a lot of people don't like the way purple looks, because they just don't like the way purple looks, but if you go to hue, and you'll get the effect called hue shift, put it in, and you'll get the color to change to whatever you want. So you go to video, then down to video effects. I'm probably going to change it to red. And you could also add an extreme. It's like a little shake at the beginning. So if you like shakes, I know not a lot of people are a fan of shakes, but if you like them, add it. Looks pretty nasty. I'm gonna turn up the shake. Alright guys, that was pretty much it for the tutorial. So if you want to see other tutorials just like this, leave it in the comment section below, and I'll catch you in another video. Like always, peace.